Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. Medium flat rate box, just chock full of cards. Pick these up off Twitter. Um, didn't pay too much more than the price of shipping, honestly. He had quoted me a price. I had claimed some teams. He had some team lots he was selling. And I claimed my teams, and then, we talked about it, and we came up with a price, and then he's like, hey, why don't you pick some more teams, and I will just throw those in. So it ended up coming out to a medium flat rate box, and like I said, I didn't pay too much more of shipping for that. So this was from Blades of Steel 79 on Twitter. Makes me wonder if that's another guy exactly my age, born in 79. But yeah, we got a metric crap ton of hockey here. So it's going to be a long video. Put your seatbelt on. Brace for the show. I'll put a link to his Twitter below, and let's get digging. What do we got here? I have no idea what to expect. See some little stuff. Oh, it's fallen to the bottom. All right, let's rock and roll. Ooh, here we go. Starting off with some Blackhawks. Dave Bolin, part of the Blackhawks winning championship teams. Kirby Doc, definitely don't have those because I haven't really been collecting hockey the last couple years. But definitely going to get back into it now with NHL. Scott Darling from, Lamont, Illinois native. Scott Darling, Patrick Poulin, SP. Anyway, ESPN has the hockey contract back. I have ESPN Plus. I think it's $7 a month. And now every game that's not on NHL Network or something is going to be on there. So I am able to. Is that Wendell Clark? I was going to say, as soon as I saw it, I would never remember that Wendell Clark played for the Hawks. But as soon as I saw it, it rung a bell. Anyway, as I was saying, so I'm going to get back into it this year. It is Pat Foley's final season as the Blackhawks play-by-play guy, and he's only working part of the season. I think he's doing the home games, and they got a couple guys rotating on the away games. Sergei Krivo-Krasov, I loved that guy. Loved that guy as a teen when I was listening to the Hawks on WMVP out of Chicago. I lived in West Virginia, but yes, my stereo that my parents got me, I could actually pick up WMVP late at night, and that's actually how I became a Blackhawks fan. Many a night, going to bed and just listening to the Blackhawks game. Rest peacefully, Ray Emery. Meow, meow, meow. Brinket. Anyway, yeah, would go to bed. They were in the Central, so games started at 8 my time, but Western Conference, so a lot of times they were starting a lot later since they were out further west. And would have that after my bedtime. Yes, I had a bedtime of 9 until I was a senior in high school. Trilogy to Brinket. Very nice. Eddie Olczyk, who is the color guy for the Blackhawks broadcast now that works with Pat Foley. Yeah, I did have a bedtime until... Ooh, that is shiny. Is that a Timmy's? That is. Yep, it's Tim Hortons. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, had a bedtime of 9, so definitely shine. Definitely had a lot of nights listening to Blackhawks games into the late hours of the night. Deck, is that a Timmy's too? Yeah, it's a Timmy's. What do you know? Said I haven't been collecting much hockey in the last couple of years, so don't know all the cards necessarily all that great. Oh man, more Hawks. I feel like it was supposed to be like a couple hundred, like 225 count Blackhawks. Roenick, my favorite player growing up, until they traded him to the Coyotes. Bastards. Ooh, look at that. The old Fleer medal. Unfortunately, this is the guy they traded Roenick for, Alexei Zhamnov, so I always dislike Zhamnov because of that. That is a freaking sweet-looking card. I don't remember the other sports necessarily looking that good. I don't know. Hopefully we'll find some more of those in here. Crawford, glad you're gone. Eddie the Eagle. Larmer. Used to play NHL in Sagan. Yeah, Larmer. Dude was a beast goal scorer for my teams back in the days of the few video games I played. Meow, 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 meow. Taves. Oh, captain, my captain. Marian Hossa. Guessing he's done now. He hasn't played in a few years. I don't remember him actually officially announcing his retirement, but he was hurt, and I just feel like if I remember correctly, he never came back. Not a big Patrick Kane fan because of his off the ice stuff, but obviously I still respect what he has done for the team as far as on the ice, even if I'm not a huge fan of his off the ice shenanigans over the years. Andrew Shaw. Yeah. I don't actually think I have this. This will go into the Andrew Shaw project. I think I bought them on Column C, and they're sitting there, but obviously haven't shipped anything from Column C in at least a year. All right. I know he said he had more teams, so I may have to go back and do more. I think what I'm going to do with some of these teams is I'm going to do some player lots on eBay. There's another one. I bought this to bring it on Column C, but did not physically have one yet. Awesome. Not to brink it. Sorry, I'm thinking of Shaw. He's in that set. But so yeah, I'm selling on eBay. Started up again about a month ago. I love that old Fleer Ultra design. Shoebox Legends will have an appreciation for that set. Eric Daze, he kind of became my favorite player after Roenick left. What could have been, man? What could have been if he hadn't had all those back injuries? Dude was something. Definitely enjoyed watching him play. Anyway, what was I getting at? Shiny Flair Showcase. Oh, got an autograph there. Rene Bork. Hey, that's a shout out to Indigenous Rookie Cards. I believe Rene Bork was his first player collection. Anyway, getting back to, yeah, I've been selling on eBay out of the new metal, Dominic Kubalik, just to move off some excess and things like that. And I started a few nights ago. I put on some, about a week ago, I guess, I put on some 6-card player lots where I felt like I could ship 6 cards, standard envelope for $1. So that may be what I do with some of these, the non-keepers. Ooh, Flair from back in the day. Steve Smith was an alternate captain. Dirk Graham was our captain. Joe Murphy. Oh man, I've been talking a lot about nostalgia lately. This lot of stuff is 90s Blackhawks. These are some serious nostalgia because I had a lot of this stuff through my mini card purges. Have moved a lot of it off. All right, now we're into the Maple Leafs. That was these are. It's funny, the newer stuff, or the stuff that's glossy, feels like it should be the stuff that sticks together, and it's not. Peter Ing. Oh no, maybe some of my random goalies will end up on their way to Diego, Sports Card Detour, for his goalie collection. Maybe I'll see if he's got an actual checklist somewhere with numbers that he needs filled up, and I can take a look at that. Another Wendell Clark there on the Maple Leafs. Now that's where I know Wendell Clark from. Joe Sacco from the States, yeah, Massachusetts. I believe he was a part of the '92 Olympic hockey team, Team USA. That was very fun to watch. That was when I was really getting into hockey and watched every hockey game I could from those Olympics. William Nylander. All right, what else we got? More Leafs. I don't necessarily always have something to say, which seems weird because I do like to hear myself a lot, but I don't want to keep it super quiet while you're watching this. Maybe some of the junk wax era stuff on the teams I don't care for as much. Mitch Marner. Maybe I'll speed through those a little faster. Another Mitch Marner. Say Austin Matthews on a checklist. Looking into Austin Matthews base. Very nice. I actually have the. I did buy the exclusives of that out of 100. Um, Bought that a while back off of guy I've picked up stuff from on Twitter. Actually, in my F1 Friday, I think it was a couple weeks ago today, um, he had sent me a card, and that was who I had picked up that exclusives. Okay, let's get some of the newer guys. Ooh, Austin Matthews Allure, very nice. Mitch Marner. These Austin Matthews are probably just gonna go in a sleeve, and then although some of them are a little banged up, but that's okay. Figure out something to do with them. The ones that aren't probably will Felix the Cat. Just put them in a sleeve, and they will go into a monster box and be there for quite a while. Austin Matthews. Ooh. There we go. Dave Anderchuk. Austin Matthews medal. Very nice. A couple of them. Mitch Marner. I don't know. I think these are called like Shield or Parallels in Allure. Kind of taken off of the Panini thing they do with all those random designs. I don't know who Igor Korshov is, but he's a rookie. Mitch Marner Shield. Bless you, honey. Austin Matthews, yeah. Lindros, more Matthews. Felix Pavan. I love this score set. This was definitely one of my favorite designs of the 90s. I really like that loud Fleer one as well. I can't remember if it's 90. I think it's 94, 95. Definitely love that one as well. But that score right there, I think maybe they did a similar. Maybe the football had a similar design. Um, Not sure about that. Somebody can tell me I'm wrong. That's from that same set. David Sacco. I do not remember David Sacco's name, even though I was collecting then. Ooh, got some late 80s Topps action going on here. See if there's anybody. This would have been a little bit before I was into hockey, so there's got to be a couple of names I at least will recognize. Eddie Olczyk, there you go. Played for the Hawks. Now they're color guy. Vincent Damphousse. Wendell Clark. I figured Wendell Clark was going to be in there somewhere. Alan Bester. I remember him because in the, I think it's 90-91 Pro set with all the errors, he has one of the error/variation cards. Ooh, back to Blackhawks. Philip Kurashev, rookie. Taves, Panarin, Taves, Patrick Kane, Ice. Apparently, Ice is no longer a, what are these called? I'm having a brain fart. The see-through, hell, I can't remember what they are. Like I said, having a total brain fart. But clear. Troy Brewer, Ultimate Rookies, numbered out of 699. Very cool. Dave Boland, rookie, 1999. Love that because he was a part of those Blackhawks 3 championship teams. Renee Bork, authentic rookie, numbered out of 999. Black Diamond, I'm assuming that's a 3 diamond. It's a higher number, so that's probably a short print. Very cool. Now more Allure of the Shield parallel. At least I think that's what it's called. So I mentioned my guy, Michel Goulet, Jimmy Waite. Those were some of the guys that were in the NHL game that I played. Daze again. Kyle Calder. I believe is his name, right? Kyle Calder. This was in my dark era where I was not watching hockey. Nikolai Hobby-Bulin. It's a great shot, upper deck. Good, well done. Patrick Sharp. Vinny Damphousse. Opeachy. So these were the Canadian. I mean, I figure anybody that's watching my channel is probably a collector and not a flip vester, so they probably already know that Opeachy is the tops of Canada. Right. Ooh. How about this? Who is it? Jamnov, totally Pinnacle, totally certified. That was stuff that I did not have back in, or did not open. I may have had a few of my players across different sports, but definitely was not buying packs of those. Flair, Jamnov, Flair. Always loved Flair. No, sound hadn't gone out. I'm just fly through. Brinket, definitely don't have that overtime. More Brinkets. Awesome. This is so well worth the price that I paid for this. But hey, when you're pretty much only paying shipping for a box this size, it's usually going to be. Crawford, like I said, still glad he's gone. Steve Larmer, Sutter, Greg Gilbert. There's that 93, 94, or 92, 93 Flair again. That Ultra that I love so much. Brandon Sod. Miss the old. If I edited videos, I'd put the little meme in here. There's two pictures of him, one smiling, one frowning. It's Brandon Happy and Brandon Sod. Hosa. Trilogy. Ooh, Pro Set Platinum. Now, I saw somebody, I want to say it was football, it sent some of these to get signed, and holy crap, do these things look good signed. Who is that? Steve Larmer. I may see if he signs, because, man, well, tell me that wouldn't look. I mean, these are literally, the Pro Set Platinum is basically just a true photo on a trading card. Yeah, I mean, just see him sign right across there. That would be absolutely beautiful. And since I'm starting up on TTMs again, yeah, definitely going to have to look into that. Haven't figured out how to do TTMs, though. You know, hockey's a little tougher because a lot of the guys are Canadian. So I haven't really figured out what I need to do. I guess I need to send it with a U.S. stamp and then purchase a Canadian stamp for return, but I think I have to purchase those through the Canadian Postal Service. Some of you guys, I know some of the TTM guys that I follow also follow me and watch my videos. Collector's Choice. Man, I do not. Oh, this has got to be because it's Sharpie. I was going to say, I do not remember this Collector's Choice design. It's very similar to, I think, the 95, 96, but it's Sharpie. So this must have been something they did later on, 2008, 2009, Collector's Choice hockey. But yeah, if any of you guys have any tips on what you do, how you do it, where you go to buy those, like I said, I'm assuming I have to buy the Canadian stamps. So we are about maybe a third of the way through this box, and we're 17 minutes in. This is going to be a freaking hour-long video. So I'm guessing not a lot of you are going to make it through. But if you need some background noise, I got an hour for you. These ice kind of stick together super thick. And yeah, they're a little tough because of their Matt Sundin. A little bit tough to pull apart. Another Mitch Marner. Mike Gartner, Hall of Famer, Flair. Matt Sundin, Hall of Famer from Flair. Ooh, these net deposits, very shiny. I mean, if the price I got that, you know, and he did not pull stars. We've seen plenty of Kane, plenty of Taves. Austin Matthews, Dougie Gilmore, I believe he's another Hall of Famer. It's hard to believe there's that many Hall of Famers from the Leafs from that time, and they ain't won the longest time. Mike Gardner, there's that score design I like so much. Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews, O-Pee-Chee Platinum. Man, this box is loaded. There is no doubt about that. Very kind of him to tell me to take some extra teams because the Leafs were one I actually didn't buy originally. Whalers. There you go. That's for Shane over at Shoebox Legends. He's a Whalers collector. He'll love that one, I hope. If he doesn't love it, at least he'll like it. Appreciate it. All right, so are we getting into a little Whalers vein here? I've heard somebody referring to veins as you go through just huge boxes of cards. Pat Verbeek. I used to like to be the Whalers on NHL, you know, one of those early Sega NHL games. But yeah, guys like Verbeek, Patrick Poulin, who later went to the Blackhawks. Oh, interesting. He had that in the Whalers. I was looking at the names. or I was looking at the, whatever you call those, the plates, the bottom, and I noticed the coloring was different, but now I see why I had it in there. More Hunter. Yeah, hopefully we'll. Dave Tippett was a coach. I don't know if he still is. Kevin Deneen. We'll see if we find some of those other guys. I'm having brain fart as I'm looking through all these names. Jeff Sanderson was one, so we'll see if we end up with a Jeff Sanderson. They just had one really solid line. So these, like this design here now, it would be Topps and not O-Pee-Chee. But those were the very first hockey cards that I had. So let's see what those are. Like, I think they're 89.90 maybe. Yep, 89.90. So those were the first hockey cards I had. I got like 3 packs because my buddy was having a birthday party. He didn't collect cards, but I did. He played hockey. Michael Nylander, if you recognize that name, I believe he's the dad of the two or three Nylanders in the league now. But anyway, so I got him some packs of hockey cards because, hey, he should collect hockey cards. He's a kid. He should gotta collect those. Didn't end up being his thing, but ended up I bought him a few packs, and then my mom bought me a few packs. So all the nostalgia coming out. Sean Burke, Flair. We'll see if maybe there's a Whalers or two I want to keep, but otherwise, this was one of the teams I purchased initially. 2 teams I purchased initially. It was based on the size of the lot and the price. Was the Whalers for me to send these over to Shane. Now, Shane, if you look at this and you've really got most of them, don't have a use for it, just let me know because it won't be packed up and on the way to you before this film goes live. I'm completely confident of that. But if you want it, let me know. Daryl Ray, got to keep that one. He is the one of the announcers for the Stars now, so I've got to show that. Gonna put that in the wife's binder. She's gonna love that. She's in the other room listening to or watching TV, so she's probably not even hearing me. Sorry, you can't have that one. Shame. All right. I think we're getting through most of the Lucy's that were in there, and then got a whole bunch of stuff in team bags too. Elvis Murs Lincolns. Liam Foodie. Is this a blue? Is this a parallel of some sort? I don't know. Skybox is in foil on the back. I don't know if all of the other ones work, but I'm thinking that blue is a parallel of some sort. Looks really nice with the, with the Blue Jackets being blue. Nice, very nice looking card. Not necessarily the biggest fan of the new metal release, but when you get something like that, that's awesome. If if we had a Blackhawks one with the red background, it would be fantastic. Acetate, that's what these things are called. Yeah, so I hear that ice is no longer acetate. So we're getting in here to Blue Jobs, Brad. I believe it's 80, what is it, 87? Anyway, he's big Blue Jackets fan, so I always appreciate seeing. I don't follow a whole lot of hockey channels. I'm starting to follow more again, as I want to get back into it a little bit. But he's one of the one that I've been following. I just love what he does. Did he make the YouTube Hall of Fame last year? I can't remember. If he didn't, I know I voted for him, and I feel like he was close. So hopefully he's going to get elected this year by the Veterans Committee or whatever. Okay, just us. Ooh, more Blackhawks. Tony Amani. Always thought this guy's name was weird. Just his last name. Valery Zelapukin. But I was a teenager. I'm easily amused. Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets for days. Ooh, look at that. The Nordiques. Nordiques need to come back. John Tavares, Net Crashers. That's shiny. We get some shine. You can see some of the shine on there from my ring light on the side. Andrew Shaw, my man. The Andrew Shaw Project. I wish I had been on YouTube and documenting that whole thing, because that was some of the most fun I had. But I mean, consistently on eBay looking for stuff. All right, it seems like everything else is going to be in team bags. So it may take a little while, may be a little slower going. Ole the goalie. Michael Pavanka. I used to like the Capitals just from the standpoint of they were big rivalries with the Penguins, who I did not care for. Braden Holtby, now goalie for the Dallas Stars. Peter Bondra, man. I don't think we're going to see it here because it's an early card, but this dude was a sniper back in the day, and definitely forgotten. I think he had some injuries that kind of slowed him, or kind of hurt his career. If I remember correctly, maybe somebody in the chat, like I said, maybe somebody in the comments, probably would be Shane, could confirm or deny. Can confirm. If y'all love Canadian comedies, or you just love comedies in general, you got to go check out Letterkenny. I think it's on Hulu. I've mentioned it on some live streams. I don't think I've mentioned it on my channel, though. But yeah, can confirm. I'm sure some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Yaroslav Zvizjovsky. It's in his sleeve, so I'm figuring it's numbered. About 2,500. Back in the 90s when we thought limited to 2,500 was impressive, which, I mean, I guess it was based on the amount of stuff. Jim Carrey, not that Jim Carrey, but based on the amount of stuff that they were sitting out as they let the presses run. This looks to have some current Capitals. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. Alex, he did tell me I did say there were some Ovechkins in the Capitals lot, so I took that later on. Said kind of like the, he's slowly creeping up the goals. What's he, number 5 in goals scored all time now? And I think he can pass another guy or two potentially this year. So you just all those Ovies are just going to go in a sleeve and into a box. Someday I'll open that box up and go through and look at them, and probably at some point here, I'll end up start doing some card rummages, and we'll find a nice little group of Ovi cards to show off again and refresh your memory. More Ovi. Yeah, these old upper decks stick too. Man, those things are hard to file through. No wonder they were stuck. It was more of those upper decks. All right. Don't think there's going to be anything huge in there, so I may have to skip over those to save you all the headache and just save some dang time, because this is going to be, this is going to be like an hour long. Early 90s tops, some flair. Mike Ricci, Wendell Clark, and the Nordiques. Nordiques uniforms were fantastic. Stephane Facette. I actually like the white uniform a little bit better. One of them was in the white, but he was kind of to the side, so you couldn't quite get the full gloriousness of it. Just making shit up. Tony Herkich. Man, I'm going to have a lot of sorting to do with these, but it is what it is. Guy Lafleur. Owen Nolan rookie. Very good player in the league for quite a while. Stephane Facette. I can't remember how you say it exactly. Ron Tugnut. Always loved that name as a teenager. Thought it was very, very amusing. This one looks to be Bruins. Zach Sinchen, rookie. Bam Bam Cam Neely, 50 goals in 50 games, and I want to say 93, if I'm correct. Maybe 92, 91, but definitely sometime there. 91, 92, 93. David Pasternak from the Metal. Le Metal. Just getting slap happy at this point. I really should break this into two, but I see we're at 30 minutes now, but not going to. Here we go with the Dallas Stars. My wife's team, Madonna. Oates. So what's this one? Jamie Langenbrunner. Kari letting them in. 1990 All-Rookie Team, Madonna. Jake Ottinger, rookie. Very nice. Very nice. Like that. He's the future goalie. Future. Joel Kiviranta of not last season, but the season before. Playoff fame. Little whiting on the corner, but that's okay. This will definitely be PC. So, ooh, out of 199. But yeah, we'll definitely be PC. So, no freaking worries on that. He scored. What did he do? He had a hat trick, I think, in his first playoff game, and then I believe he scored a game winner either in the next game or 2 games later, something like that. Some Madonnas for wifey's binder. Hate the Blues. Hate the Blues. Stars. Yeah, Stars. Neil Broughton. Mike Torsha. I do not remember that name. Madonna. Broughton. Back when they were still the... Oh, no. This is Stars, not North Stars. Oh, no. Now with North Stars. So this is one of the last years that they were still in Minnesota. Found a loose Peter Zezel. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like some Blue Jackets on the back. A Blue Jacket on the back. Canes on the front. Morgan Geeky rookie. Another Morgan Geeky rookie. Another Morgan Geeky rookie. Nino Niederreiter. Even feels like hockey season. Because it's only like 60-something out. We got the heater on right now. And yes, I'm in Texas, but we got the heater on today. I believe this may be the young Columbus goaltender that was killed on the 4th of July. Not killed. He died, yes, but he wasn't, like, murdered. Something to do with fireworks. He was, I believe, in a hot tub where someone was setting off fireworks, and something happened, and a bunch of people, like, were trying to get away, and slipped and fell in the concrete, and unfortunately succumbed to a head injury. Don't play with fireworks, kids. Let the professionals do it. Allure Ovi. Very nice. Yeah, this guy, Connor Mcmichael. Do we really need another Connor Mick in the league? It's just more confusing. Ooh, more Ovies. Shield. Verana. Ovies. Ovies for days, yo. Pretty awesome. Where are we at? 34 minutes. Either you're welcome or I'm sorry. Philip Forsberg. Rene recently retired, I believe I heard. I'll know more as the season goes on. As the Hawks and Stars play them. Holy crap on a cracker. There's a lot of stuff. Not complaining because it'll be fun to go through. And I get to make some player lots too. choosing this one because of the name I saw on the back. Even though it's Blues, Bennington. Hey, we got some more metal in here. Bennington. Vladimir Tarasenko. From what I understand, he's definitely struggled the last couple seasons. I mean, he seemed to be on a trajectory for the Hall of Fame, but it seems like that's slowing down. And I've noticed, I was looking at something one day and noticed his card prices have really dropped. Adam Oates, loved this guy back in the day. Now, when I was a fan of his and what he was doing, he was an assist master. He was a center that, he knew his job was to run the ice and distribute, but he was a Bruin at that point. I don't know. I just took to him for some reason, really liked him. So there, what we got here? Esa Tikkanen. They don't make players like Esa Tikkanen don't really make it in the league anymore. He was more of an enforcer than he was a goal scorer. Although I guess he did have some. I mean, he had some good. It looks like he had some good years with Edmonton goal scoring. But I mean, for crying out loud, everybody had good goal scoring years with Edmonton then because of Gretzky. Hell, I could have had a 30-goal season with those Blues, and hell, I can't even ice skate. I still could have had 30 goals. Just roll me out there. Just got to show off those scores that I love so much. NHL brothers, Rich, Brian, and Ron Sutter. I think there's going to be too much in here I'm super interested in, and for the sake of time. Old Upper Deck, old tops. 92 tops, love some 92 tops. Dylan Larkin. Damn, that's a lot of cards in front of you, ain't it? A lot of older stuff. Kevin Hatcher. Was that a dream team or something? The franchise. Kuznetsov, Oshie. Rick Tabaraki. There you go, Diego. How you like that goalie mask right there, bud? Assuming you're actually still watching. '90s, we'll skip through that. Just for time, as I've mentioned. Jason Allison. Definitely some of my prime years of the '90s hockey collecting was like the Jason Allison draft class, whichever year that was, because I had so much like classic, back then we had like the classic 4-sport and just so many different like draft pick, minor league, prospect, whatever you want to call them, sets. And it looks like we got some more stars here. Todd Harvey, not to be confused with Paul Harvey. Good day. Dave Gagne, Broden, Bellows. I do think those predate my wife's. Jamie Ben Bishop. I mean, seriously, a guy is just stealing money. He hadn't played, I feel like he hasn't played in like 6 years, and he's still one of the highest paid players on the team. Ugh. Man, I wish they could clear up that cap space. Well, I guess he's on long-term IR, so I think technically they can use the cap space, but he just needs to be gone. He's been a terrible bust for the Stars, in my opinion. I mean, when he's played and he's been healthy, he's played well, but, I mean, you got to stay on the damn ice. You can't just always be hurt. Doesn't matter what damn sport we're talking about. All these team bags over here, they're starting to... We're into some... Kenny Reggett, I remember him from more from his time with the Penguins. Looks like we're getting into some Flyers here. 3B collection may like this. Not going to go through that one quite as swiftly. We got Stars coming up. Second Ben, second Medano, Bellows. Letting them in. Ben, Joles Browns. Or something like that. More flair. Beauties. Are we stuck together here? Yep, we are. All just to see a Todd Harvey card. Womp, womp, womp. Pavelski. He's a free agent after this year. I was reading somewhere. I guess the Stars kind of have to go for broke this year because they're losing Pavelski. Who's the winger? I'm having a brain fart. And then Klingberg are all unrestricted free agents. So, you know, it's now or never. Mike Ricci rookie. So we will see how that goes. I don't know how much cap room they got. I don't know if that means they can go out at the deadline and get somebody. I think a lot of that might have to do with the long-term IR for, there's an Ovi. Might have to do with the long-term IR, another Ovi situation with Bishop. You know, if they can basically just say, hey, he's not going to play. He's an announcer. Keith Jones is an announcer. Is he with ESPN now, I think? Maybe he's with TNT. I believe I already heard him. So we'll see. Stars made it to the Cup Finals, was it 2 seasons ago? The first of the 2 shortened seasons. I want to say went up 1-0 on 1 game to none on the, I keep wanting to say Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Lightning. And then I believe lost the next 4. I believe is how it went down. And then last year failed to even make the playoffs. Maybe I should have done this live so there were some people in chat to talk to, because it still seems like I got a little more than a dozen of these team bags left, but let's start seeing how quickly we can knock these out. 42 minutes. Let's see if I can keep it under an hour. Some more Stars here. Early Stars. Don't think my wife would know many of them. Obviously, Madonna, she will. Marty Turco, the 3rd uniform they used a few years ago. 3rd sweater, alternate logo, whatever you want to call it. Not a fan, personally. But nobody asked me. That's okay. Zurkowski. I remember him. I feel like he was supposed to be a pretty good prospect. Never quite panned out. So there's another Adam Oates. This is definitely, like I said, I remember him with the Bruins more so. Bam Bam Cam. Hey, we may get some stats here. I think he did 50 goals 1 year. There you go. 89-90, he did 55. So that's 93-94 is probably what I'm thinking of, where he did 50 goals in 50 games. Yeah, 49 games played, 50 goals. I mean, that's a pretty big thing. And I feel like it's weird, like they don't count it if, I don't know, you play more than 50. There's something weird about how they say that you're the 50-50 guy. I can't remember what it is. If it's that you can't play more than 50. I don't need no Blues. Tarasenko, Bennington. Those are the kind of guys I'll probably, Tarasenko, Bennington, I'll probably make lots of those. Throw those on the eBays. Oh, something about that earlier. Yeah, I tried, got like 4 baseball lots, just a couple of guys, Piazza and McGuire. Because I had bought some big lots of their cards before. 2 graphs, not numbered, but definitely a parallel of some sort. And then I put some IndyCar drivers, sold a couple. Those are the 2 that I've sold, and I've got some basketball ones to put up at some point. But yeah, 6 card lots with $1 shipping. If you're still listening and you got any guys you want me to see if I can do that with, let me know. Obviously, I'm not going to put 6-card lots of Austin Matthews or, you know, the top guys. Although I guess I do have one of Luka on there right now. I've got a 6-card lot of Luka Doncic on there with $1 shipping. So I guess I can put some bigger names if I've got them. I was just trying to cash in. I tried some different sports. I've got like 3 Dallas Stars players. I got Ben. I got Madonna. I got a Madonna lot, and Sagan. Got a 6-card lot of him up right now. There's a bunch of the spares I had. Just trying things out. Just trying to see if they, you know, if it works at all. You know, like $3 for a lot in a lot of cases, with $1 shipping. Just a way to maybe move some lower end stuff. Trying it with some different sports. Like I said, baseball I've got up. I'm probably not going to be able to do it with football. I don't really have enough football to do that with. It's a lot of junk era on that particular team bag. All right. Ooh, I see Whalers, Bruins, Blues. Not Blues Clues, but Blues. 8, 9. Is that the last of the team bags? 10. Okay, we got 10 team bags left to go, and we'll be done. You can see how my stack of these team bags is going, since that one is starting to fall down into viewing level. It's more of that old score that I love. Yeah, we're not gonna. We're in the home stretch, y'all. Thanks for hanging in if you still have. Some Nordiques. Very nice photography right there. Wayne Gretzky, 1990-91 highlight. Yeah, another thing I was thinking of doing is, since I'm getting into TTMs, and I see a lot of guys that, you know, I watch probably a half dozen guys that do TTMs. One of the things I thought about doing was if I can come up with like a 6-card lot of, I like that one because I like the, is that Hockey Fights Cancer? Probably a practice uniform or like a warm-up uniform. I think that's it. I think that's something they do in November. But yeah, guys, the TTM, I may start trying to do those where I'm doing them for like, you know, $2 or $3 for the lot, and then $1 shipping. And, you know, in some cases, some guys will sign up, you know, will sign 6. In some cases, they won't. But at least you'd have the option of, you know, your choice of some cards to pick from based on, you know, what you personally dig. Not gonna be a whole lot of blue stuff I'm super interested in, but yeah, those are definitely from years I collected, more recent years I collected. I definitely like looking at the metal ones from this year because it's not anything I've opened, and probably won't because I really don't go. I don't go to Walmarts or Targets that have cards. The only Walmart I go to is a Neighborhood Market by me. That's one of those little ones that's really just a grocery and does not have cards. All right, down to the last 3. What? It's the final countdown. I will not sing. If you had not turned off the video, you would have if I started singing. Got a Bruins here. And last, certainly not least, just for you, Shane, if you're still here, got one last Whalers. Ronnie Francis. I realized, oh, sorry, you guys aren't getting the whole card because I can't really move my hand back far enough. Is that Ron Francis? Verbeek. Verbeek again. Jeff Sanderson. Yeah, that dude was pretty damn good on that game. I know it says in 91-92 he played 64 games, only scored 13 goals. He scored a lot more than that for me. But that's what I got. Thanks for hanging in if you did. Hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I guess if you hung in this long, you definitely did enjoy it. But that's what I got for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. Be smart, be safe, don't be a dickhole.